Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás hoy? Hello, Melanie. Hello, Vernon. Hello, Amira. How are you today? Whew, my brain went a little crazy for a minute. I couldn't remember whose name I was calling today. How do I pick what names to call? Do you remember? That's right. I picked 3 names of friends who turned in work yesterday or Friday, because today's Monday. So when I see a bunch of friends turn in their work, I go down my list and I check off 3 names and pick 3 names of people who turned in their work. So make sure you turn in your work so that you might be one of my names that I call. Good job, boys and girls. All right, we're going to play a game where you're going to need space. So make sure you find a spot in your room that you can have space. And you're going to need space on the floor today. Okay, so find a space where you can have space on the floor. Because you're going to need, well, you'll see. You'll see. You need space on the floor. Okay, so find your spot and then be ready. All right, I am on my floor so that I have lots of space now. Okay, we're gonna play a game where I'm going to tell you how many body parts you're going to walk on, and you have to figure out how you could walk on that many body parts. Do you think you can do that? You have to be a good listener in this game, and then you also have to think, and you have to count. So there's a lot of things we're gonna be doing. So you're really gonna have to focus and be ready to see if you can do it, okay? All right, my first one, we're gonna start off kind of easy. I want you to see if you can walk on 2 body parts. 2 body parts. Could you walk using 2 body parts? All right, I'm gonna see if I can do it. What body parts might I use to be on 2 body parts? Ready? 1, 2. I'm using 2 body parts. 2 body parts. Are you using your feet? Did you use 1, 2? Or did you think of a different way? Yeah, you might have used 1 foot and 1 hand, couldn't you? Could you do this? Oh, that's tricky. I don't know that Mrs. Hall can do that. All right, let's see. What else could we do? Instead of 2 body parts, let's see who can walk on 1 body part. You might not walk either. You might have to do something different but besides walking. If you could only use 1 body part to touch the ground, what could you do? Oh, I see some friends getting up and moving. Let's see if I can think of 1 body part. Are you ready? I'm gonna try this. Did anybody else think of this? I'm just gonna use 1 foot and I'm gonna get around like this. Can you get around using 1 foot? Oh, I'm hopping around. I only used 1 body part. Did you use 1 body part? Good job. All right, we're gonna think of another one. This time, I want you to use 4 body parts to get around. 4 body parts. What could you use to move for 4 body parts? Oh, I see some people coming up with ideas. I'm gonna try it too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna walk around with 4 body parts. I look like I'm a puppy or something. Do doggies walk around on 4 body parts? And horses and cows? Yeah, there's lots of animals that use all 4 body parts. Babies do too, don't they? Do they crawl? Maybe you put your knees down. Could you walk like this? Yeah, you could crawl with your knees instead of your feet. That's still 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Sure. Good job. You had to use your brain, didn't you? That was kind of tricky. Good job. All right, we're gonna do a counting game next. That was kind of a counting game too, because we had to count how many body parts we used. But we're gonna do a different counting game next, and I'm gonna get back up to my table because I need to use my table next. All right, for our counting game today, I brought a couple art supplies. I brought a piece of paper. I brought my big bag of markers. I brought a pair of scissors. These are grown-up scissors. So if you are cutting at home and you only have big scissors, you need to ask your grown-up to help you. If you have kid scissors, then you could cut your own paper out, couldn't you? Because that's good to practice cutting. I like when you practice cutting. I just want you to be safe. You should have gotten scissors in your backpack. And then the other thing I have is a big tub. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if Mrs. Hall can pick up my phone. Boop. What's in there? Beads, that's right. You don't need to have beads for this project when you do this for your assignment. It's okay if you don't have beads. But I am going to use beads for mine, and maybe you'll use beads or maybe you'll use something different. All right, so I'm going to take out my marker. Green. I'm picking green. And for me, I'm going to draw something that I have up inside my house right now because my family celebrates Christmas. So we put up a decoration in our family room that's really tall. And it's the color green. And it's shaped like this. A triangle. Do you know what it is? That's right. I put up a Christmas tree. So I'm going to draw a Christmas tree on my paper. You could draw a Christmas tree on your paper, or I included a picture of a Christmas tree that you could print off. But I like to draw my own. So I'm going to draw my own, and then I'm going to color it in because I want it to look green. I don't want it to be a white Christmas tree. If it was white, what would it look like was on it? That's what I was thinking. Snow. I like when it snows at Christmas time. Do you like that? Some people like snow. Some people don't because it's kind of cold, isn't it? So some people don't like it. All right, here's my Christmas tree. Did I do my best job? I did. Is it okay if it's not perfect? Sure. It's just my best job. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, I'm going to cut out my Christmas tree. I'm trying really hard to stay on the lines. And when I cut, I have my thumb pointing up. Do you see how I hold those scissors? My thumb points up and all my other fingers go in the big hole. See, my thumb is in the little hole. My other fingers are in the big hole. So if you're cutting at home, practice holding your scissors the right way. Don't hold them like this. You want to hold them with your thumb up. And then what's my other hand doing? That's right, it's holding my paper. I have to hold my paper still. And I just keep turning my paper, cutting out my tree. I bet you can cut a little bit now. You are getting so big. You have been in preschool for a half a year now. So I bet you are getting to be a super good cutter, aren't you? Yeah, I thought you were. I've seen some of you guys' work when you practice cutting, and some of you work really hard on your cutting. So good job. All right, so here is my tree. Now, if your family does not celebrate Christmas, then you don't have to make a Christmas tree for your homework today. You might celebrate Hanukkah in your house. And if you do, you could do your homework assignment with a menorah. Or if you celebrate Kwanzaa at your house, then you could make a kinara. Or maybe your family is not celebrating a holiday this time of year. Maybe your family celebrates a holiday at a different time of year. You could make it for that holiday, or you could just count something different. You don't have to make a Christmas tree if that's not something that your family celebrates. I'm doing it because my family celebrates Christmas and I like making Christmas trees. But it's up to you what you want to make. All right, so this is my tree. The next thing I have to do is I'm going to add some ornaments on my tree. So that's why I'm going to use beads. Now, if you don't have beads at your house, you do not have to go to the store and buy beads. You could put Play-Doh on your tree. You could make little Play-Doh balls. You could put pom-poms or puff balls on your tree. You could use different color markers and you could draw decorations on your tree. Could I draw ornaments? Yeah, I could do that. There's lots of different ways. I could get out a hole punch, and that makes your hands nice and strong, and I could hole punch holes in my tree. There are lots of different ways I could make ornaments on my tree, but I only had beads at my house today, so I'm going to use beads. So I'm gonna pick some beads that I want to be different ornaments on my tree, and I'm gonna put them on so that my tree is nice and decorated. I don't want to use the clear ones because those are hard to see. Put a star on the top of my tree. Did you see that one? That's a star shape. Yeah. So I'm going to put a star on the top because my real tree has a star on the top. Do you have anything on the top of your tree at your house? Some people have Santa or an angel or a bow. Yeah, and I've seen lots of cool menorahs. I've seen menorahs that are made out of all different things. If you have a menorah at your house, I hope you send me a picture because I would love to see what kind of menorah you have at your house. All right, here is my Christmas tree. Do you see it? That is my Christmas tree. Okay, we are going to count how many ornaments are on my Christmas tree. Do you think you can help me? And we're gonna start with the star on the top, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many ornaments did I have on my Christmas tree? I have 11. That is right, 11 ornaments. Now I could put glue on this and I could save it. So I could do that, or I could take all my ornaments off and then I could do it again. Maybe I pick different ornaments and I put different ornaments on my tree. So I could play that again and again. If I think that was too hard, if 11 ornaments was too hard, then I could only put on 5 or 4 or 3 or 1. Yeah, I don't want it to be too tricky, just a little bit. I want my brain to think, but if it's too hard, I just need to make it a little easier with a littler number. If that was too easy, if you said, oh, Mrs. Hall, I can totally count to 11. Then put lots of ornaments on your tree and see how high you can count. One thing that I was doing when I was counting, did you see me? I was putting my finger on the ornament when I was counting. And I said, 1, 2, 3. Why do you think I put my finger on the ornament when I was counting it? Yeah, it helps my brain not get mixed up. If I don't put my finger on the ornament when I count it, sometimes I get so confused and I don't know how many ornaments I've counted so far. So I like to touch the ornament when I'm counting it. So that's a good sneaky clue to give you to help you with your homework today, is to put your finger on the thing that you're counting. So if you're counting candles, put your finger on the candle. If you're counting ornaments, put your finger on the ornaments. And if you're counting toys at your house, put your finger on the toys when you're counting them. Okay, that'll really help you to make sure you know which ones you counted and which ones you haven't counted yet. Okay, all right, we're gonna do one more game today, and then we are all done today. We're gonna play thumbs up, thumbs down. I think we've played this before. It's with rhyming words. Okay, so I want you to see if you can tell me thumbs up, that rhymes. Thumbs down, that doesn't rhyme. Okay, do you think you can play? All right, ready? First one, we're going to do pot, caught. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Pot, caught. Thumbs up. Pot, caught. They both say ought. They rhyme. Good job. Ready? Okay, let's do another one. Can, mat. Can, mat. No, that doesn't rhyme. Can, mat. That does not rhyme. Let's try it again, okay? Can, man. Can, man. Yes, can, man. They both say an. Good rhyming. All right, let's do another one. How about fall, dog, fall, dog. Nope, fall, dog. They do not rhyme. All right, ready? How about fall, ball, fall, ball. They rhyme. Good job. Fall, ball. They both say all. All right, how about star, car, star, car. They rhyme. Star, car. They both say are. Good job. All right, but how about tree, rug, tree, rug. Nope, they do not rhyme. Tree, rug, they do not rhyme. How about tree, knee? Tree, knee. Tree, knee. They both say E. Good job. Good rhyming today, boys and girls. You are getting to be such good rhymers. That would be a good thing to practice. If you're stuck in the car today and you have to go on a long trip, you could play thumbs up, thumbs down with somebody to help you not get bored in the car. All right, boys and girls, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I set up a special live circle time. So if you want to be on the computer at the same time as me and get to talk to me in real life, we're going to do our circle time on the computer tomorrow at 9 o'clock. You can do it on your phone too. If you don't have a computer, a phone or an iPad, those will work too. And I posted it on your MS Teams. So have your grown-up look and see if they can find where our live circle time is tomorrow. It should be on your calendar or it should be in the posts. Okay, so look through your posts or look through your calendar and you can come to a live circle time. If you can't come at 9 o'clock tomorrow, that's okay. No big deal. I'm gonna try to put the recording up on our channel too. Okay, so don't worry. If you cannot come, that is okay. If you can come, I'm going to wear my silly socks tomorrow. And if you want to wear silly socks, you could come wearing silly socks too, and we'll show them to each other. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow for live circle time. All right, boys and girls, have a fun day counting.